Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another VRML stream featuring another showing of the Echo Arena Conquest series. Tonight's matchup is Redshift versus Illumidotty. Going to be an exciting matchup here. This is part of the upper bracket. The winner of this matchup will go to the semifinals of this series. In the caster's booth tonight is myself, Dano McFabulous, and myself. Looks like just me for this one. We may have another caster joining me for the match in 2 hours from now. That will be Schlart team versus There Is No Team. For those of you who are new, as we are, looks like we're still waiting for a couple players. We had someone already asking what this is. So this is a new format of Echo Arena that I have developed over the course of 2 years, basically. Not that I spent that long actually developing it. It was more so we didn't really have the player base to support because there wasn't enough people interested. However, with the recent explosion with Quest players and such, it has opened up many opportunities. And right now, this is a new format. It is 4 15-minute quarters. So it's a guaranteed 1 hour playtime for the players. It's no longer best 2 of 3 or 3 of 5 or anything like that. It's one final score at the end of the game. So the winner at the end does win the entire round. So you can be in lead the entire time and then lose it in the end. We saw that with a matchup in the first week. It was High Voltage versus Space Force. I believe that was on this channel as well. So if you have time, definitely check that out. The team that won took it over in the last 3 minutes. They were behind the entire game. They're behind by 13 points with 3 minutes left, and they pulled ahead. It was a phenomenal showing. Another change in here is there is an 8-minute halftime for a team's time to cool down a little bit, or the viewers, you want to take a break, get a drink, get a snack, anything like that. Also, an additional timeout. There's one timeout per half. Instead of one timeout the entire time. So they can use one timeout in Q1 or Q2, another timeout in Q3 or Q4. Because they also have the 8-minute halftime they can utilize if they need to restart, anything like that. Sometimes players will jump in chat, which is kind of cool, interact with the audience. And assuming this continues to go well and it becomes a regular thing, there will be much stricter rules on being late. So what the rule will be is normally as well, there will be pregame interviews, which we put a hold on temporarily for a few reasons. But nonetheless, the late penalty will be teams will be pinged to start, and they will have 2 minutes to start from that point. If they don't, they will start incurring a 3-point penalty per minute until they reach 15 minutes, which is the end of the first quarter, at which point that team, the offending team, forfeits the entire game. Now, the mercy rule currently is 35, and some people have pointed out that, well, 3 minutes times 3 points per minute at 15 minutes is 45, so they should be mercied a lot sooner. However, how the mercy points would apply would be the game would still play, or so how the penalty points, they would play the game out, and then we would minus, say they were 10 minutes late, we would minus 30 points from their final score. And I feel like there was something else I was going to mention, but it left my mind. All right, we have some people in chat here. We have the Keck, if I'm saying that right, asking if there's any rewards for this tournament. No. So just to be, to clarify, this isn't a VRML event. It's just being produced by VRML. It is organized by a separate team, that team being myself and a few volunteers, and we didn't really have the budget or anything for prizes, and we're also trialing the format. So it was really for the enthusiasts who were really excited about it and wanted to play, and thus they are playing. Going forward, possibly, if it becomes more important or more regular. Bird friend, I have a hopeful answer. It would definitely be a game of endurance, as you were saying. Just going to quickly flip over to my Discord at the same time, see if I have any messages regarding this game, because I am missing a team. Hopefully we do not witness a forfeit. Clone Joker and see who wins. So you're saying Team Joker versus a clone of Team Joker? So like the same people versus each other, essentially? Sorry about that. I was just quickly typing there, and it would be interesting to play out for sure. I mean, this new format definitely... there's no team. What do you mean there is no team to start with? Oh, I might have been referring to waiting for the other team to join to play. All right. All right. Looks like the other players are joining now. Excellent. One moment here. I don't have my normal compadre here to do these pings and such for me. All right, so let's see. We got in the chat here. How can you forfeit? Well, forfeit, I mean, technically there's no voluntary forfeits, but I mean, you could just not show up and then you would forfeit. But other than it's, okay, now you're saying. I was going to ask if that's what you meant. So a team has the name called There Is No Team. We say tint for short, but typically when I'm, not in casting, like in the middle of a game, I will say their full title. So it's There Is No Team. What kind of switches? Oh, could you hear my keyboard clacking? I'm sorry. I have thought about I need to buy a quieter one for when I'm on stream for sure. All right, players are rolling in. And some of these players are questing, the new Quest 2, so this could be a fun game to watch. Different people mentioning a few different things, like learning how to throw again, so this could be an interesting matchup. But it is 4 15-minute quarters, so they will have lots of time to adjust. But nonetheless, so this was a designed for an off-season event. Now, if it goes well and we get lots of good feedback and such, the intent is to keep it going. The overall intent why I started this was essentially to challenge the meta, so to speak, and have a more game of endurance, because that could change things. Teams that are, top of the list now might not fare so well in a game of endurance. No, this isn't. Oh wait, do I have a different team on screen? Oh, haha! I did not change that. Thank you for pointing that out. Because I put the wrong teams in there at first. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. It should now be fixed. Yeah, I was mixed up. I thought the Schlart versus Tint was first, so I set everything up for that, and then realized I was incorrect, switching it all over. Oh, there is 3. So yeah, the late rule would normally avoid this situation right here. Who is casting? I am Dano McFabulous, team captain of Chaos. Excellent. Can't say I recognize your name, but maybe you have a different name in game. I mean, I do know a lot of people. And there is a mercy rule. The mercy, oh yes, I recognize that name, Jossam, or J Awesome, how you pronounce it. I've always said Jossam. But is there a mercy rule? Yes, there is. It is 35 points. All right, both teams are present, so I have pinged them to start when they are ready. Once that happens, then I will switch us into the arena. Get the camera ready for the joust in the meantime. As you all watch me position ready. Now, as far as the Mercy goes, I did have a vote for that as well. I mean, we ended on 35 for now. Mainly, partly because, you know, it is a new format and the skill gap based on MMR from the season. We didn't want any games to really drag out too long in an unfair manner. Who is casting? Again, that's... Oh, we have a different person now. It is... Yes, what Jossum said. It is Dano McFabulous. Hopefully being joined by a Katie for the next match later of Schlart Team versus Tint. But for this game, it is 100% me. You guys get me all to yourself. Oh, pretty good, man. If everyone used their name in-game, I would be like so confused on the chat because like I would want to say hi to everyone once I know I already know them. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm really enjoying the Conquest series going on here. It's been an amazing adventure thus far. Lots of great feedback from players, viewers, you know, everyone all together. So I'm very hopeful that this continues forward and maybe one day become a regular thing. The high level goal is for it to be a like a bracket that you earn your way into kind of thing, like a higher division, like a top tier kind of thing. So but for a testing phase, I want as much feedback as I can. And I recognize the name. Stejada, Mr. Stay. I don't even know how to say your name, but I recognize it. All right, we have one team readying up. Next one should be momentarily. At least we got a Katie in the chat there, so if you guys have any questions and I happen to miss it, he might be able to answer it for you. All right, it is time to get this match underway for Redshift versus Illumidotty. Messed up? What's messed up? Teams are out of the tunnels and getting the disc. It's going to be Redshift with initial contact. That was I'm trying to learn how to read this. They were max speed 29.05 seconds. Need to get used to where to read the Ignite bot. And into the game here, the disc is up for grabs. Every player boosting past it. Citizen now with the disc for Redshift with a great pass over to Supreme as QL gets back to goal for Illumidotty. Over to Citizen with a cut pass and a beautiful shot in the top pocket for 2. No, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I tried to read it, but... Tahada? Tahada. Tequila? Oh. All right, Joust advantage to Illumidotty. Illumidotty getting that disc quickly over to Speedy, passing it down to... Not sure who's on there. Burbs, I believe it is. Yes. Recollects the disc. Great pass behind the goal, just missing it from Speedy, but it will be recollected by Wit, who resets it back, but just misses that backline player, sending the disc right back to Illumidotty's bubble. Supreme now looking for his options, passing above the goal to Caesar. Caesar going in from behind the goal for 2 points, bringing Redshift in the lead by 4. I know Wit is on Quest 2. I heard them chatting a little earlier about throwing the disc. I'm not sure who else, though. QL taking his time without an attacker. Throws it just in time to Speedy. Speedy with a quick pass down to Burbs. I believe he's on the floor. Burbs now passing up to Wit for the cut pass. Getting it in for 2. Bringing Illumidotty up to 2 points for a total of 4-2 for Redshift. Oh. And it appears we have a timeout already. So that is also a difference. I'm not sure if I mentioned this already. Teams do have an additional timeout. And as far as who, that's hard to tell at this point. I will take a quick look to see if I can hear the teams talking. Oh. Well, they've already unpaused, so I'm not going to have too much time to check there. I didn't see anybody leave. Oops, I'm going to the center, and it's Joust advantage, too. Let's get that timer off. Kaznaz now, great pass down to Supreme. Supreme being stunned out by Wit, who is hiding there. Wit has an attacker on him, manages to get it up to Burbs. Burbs right over to Speedy. Some great passing, a shot on the open goal from Speedy, bringing Illumidotty in the lead by 1 point.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, Joust advantage. All right, let me get my head in the game here. Lots going on at once here. All right, Kaznaz with the disc now over to Supreme. Supreme getting it, in the top pocket. Great 3 points there, bringing Redshift in the lead by 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
I'm guessing my stats probably aren't there just because a round hasn't ended. Because usually once the round ends, it updates. I'm not even sure if I know how to clear my stats, to be honest. I've always just waited for the first round to end and then it automatically updates. There's probably a reset stat button or something that's right in front of my face. QL now getting that pass down. Now see, I'm looking for what I'm doing. I lost the disc. All right, Wit now with the disc, getting in there for 2. Tied game now, 7 apiece with just over 11 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teams have cleared the
Kaznaz with the disc, not being attacked there, so taking his time, getting the disc, passing it down the field, bouncing down into the hands of Supreme. Supreme passing out to Kaznaz, or bouncing. Either way, he recollected it, but unfortunately it does go into the hands of Burbs, who is going to clear that disc through the tunnel back down to Redshift's side, and it will now be a race for the disc. Speedy going for that shot, and he will sink it. 3 points from that great angle, bringing Illumidotty in the lead by 3.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Joust advantage to Redshift. Kaznaz with the disc. Looking for his options there. Going for that not possible clear bounce shot, but it almost went to Supreme, and Supreme does attack his defender, but gets quickly attacked by Burbs, putting the possession of the disc back to Redshift, trying to clear it out, but Kaznaz there with the intercept, going for the shot just a little low of the goal.
Blue with the disc.
Now will be Speedy with the disc, clearing it downfield. Race for the disc. This could be an opportunity for Illumidotty, but it looks like it will be Supreme getting there first, but Wit, like a bullet, getting that headbutt, knocking it into the hands of Kaznaz, trying to clear it out, but unfortunately bouncing off the geometry, keeping it in Illumidotty's side. Speedy now with the chance for Redshift, going for the shot and sinking it. 2 points in the top pocket.
12.
Oh dear, sounds like we have another timeout here. But looks like someone switched teams to explain. So we have someone from Illumidotty switching over to Redshift, so I'm assuming that would be Illumidotty calling this timeout, as they are most likely going over to the other team to let them know what's going on. As with the private comms, oh dear, okay. Is there a reset set? Oh. Hopefully when the round ends, those stats update. I apologize. I guess this, you know what? I think this is the first time someone's ever called a timeout in the first quarter, so it's still reflecting my last game. But I've always noticed that once my round ends... So I don't know. I feel silly now. I don't know how to just make it change. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything in Discord, perhaps. Right, not seeing anything in Discord at this time. That may be something we'll have to add. I'm not sure. We have to find a way to clarify who is actually calling the timeouts, as we don't see that on our end. Well, we shall wait. As long as my timer doesn't count down to 0, then we will take it from there. Actually, I will try and ping at the same time. It's kind of difficult when you ping teams when they're playing because, well, they're playing. Uh-oh. We had an injury, apparently. That is no good. As much as we want games to continue, we also want our players to be safe and healthy. How is everyone in the Twitch chat tonight while we wait for teams to sort this out here? Hopefully everyone is having a great day. I know here in Canada, we just finished Thanksgiving yesterday, so I had a nice long weekend. It's still going on because I didn't work today, so... Oh, injuries, they definitely happen. I've definitely shed blood a few times. I've heard of people, you know, I've heard of people breaking fingers, which I totally believe. You know, I've punched a wall many times. I mean, I've punched my wall, I've punched my ceiling, I've punched my floor. Yes, I hope no bones are flying too. Oh, and there you go. Apparently there's a Hasco video about Echo. Oh, yes! I believe I have seen that video. It's been a while, but I believe I have seen it. Yep. I just muted you so you... Just 1 second here, folks. I just have someone in Discord chatting with me, just letting me know what's going on. And it looks like we're going to have a substitute player come in. Now, normally you're not allowed to have 5 people on. So the person who is injured, you know, obviously they injured themselves and they just left their computer because obviously, you know, their health is their number 1 concern, not dropping out of the game per se. So, you know, with that explanation, I told them it's okay to have 5 on the roster. That's fine. We'll just keep an eye. I mean, you know, Redshift is a respectable team. I have no doubt that they'll be honest and they're not going to just put a 5th player on the field. But in the interest of, you know, having the game continue, so players, sorry, I'm kind of chuckling watching what you guys are seeing on stream. I'm actually not sure offhand. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out shortly once the stream continues and, we'll see who's missing. Sorry. That was so hard to contain myself. They just looked like they were having so much fun slapping that motionless disc. Oh, looks like the player left regardless there. All right, so we don't have to worry about having 5 on each side. I might as well remove that. Oh, there we go. I removed the timeout screen just as they unpaused. So let's get the in-game volume back and let's switch back to the Joust here. Redshift with Joust Advent. Oh, you guys can't hear the game audio. 1 second. There we go. All right, Kaznaz with the disc for Redshift. Getting that all the way down. Feud, beautiful pass, just missing Supreme. That could have been an amazing opportunity, but nonetheless, it still was an amazing opportunity for Redshift, getting 3 points, closing that point gap to only 2.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
All right, jealous advantage to Illumidotty. Coming out is QL as the QB. Uncontested, taking his time, looking for those opportunities. Great open channel there to Wit. Wit now looking for his opportunities as he does have an attacker. Going for that pass over, just bouncing into the corner, but Speedy able to recollect it. Going for that pass to Burbs, bouncing off that lovely wedge. But oh, great intercept there by Supreme from Redshift, getting it down to Illumidotty's bubble. If they are stacked and ready, this could be a great opportunity. Caesar with the disc, just dropping it, but recollecting it. Looking for those pass opportunities, going up to Kaz above goal, but Kaz just out of his reach for that disc. Oh, going now over to Supreme there above the goal. Oh, going for that shot, just bouncing off the inner side of the bottom pocket. And unfortunately for Redshift, not bouncing in. Zucks playing that defense line, getting that intercept over to Supreme. Supreme quickly tossing that. Might go in for 3. Oh, so close with that backward shot. That would have definitely been a highlight moment. Beautiful steal there. Speedy getting that disc, going for that mail slot perhaps, but just bouncing off the edge of the shield. QL passing that disc so gently over to Speedy. Speedy going for that shot, but Zucks in the goal, denying those points. Got Burbs now going for that pass, but Zucks with another incredible play, reading that pass and jumping out to intercept. Getting that disc over to Supreme. Supreme going for the shot, just bouncing off the ring again. Caesar now. Pass over to Kaz. Kaz going for it, and Q. Look, I believe that was QL just jumping and making that great read to slap it out of his hand the second he caught it. Getting cleared down. We have a teammate ready. Speedy for the rebound. Dings it and puts it in the goal. And hello, Antarctics. Thank you for joining the stream. How are you doing tonight?
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just advantage to Redshift. Only behind by a measly 4 points. Still just under 6 minutes remaining. Great intercept by Burbs. Burbs going for that lower bounce shot perhaps, but still getting it down to the bubble where QL will pick it up. One-on-one with the goalie. Going for the backboard shot, but Kaznaz denying that goal for Illumidotty. QL with the disc, passing up to Speedy. Illumidotty going in again for another attempt. Backing it out a little bit to reset. QL getting that pass over to Wit. Wit going for that floor pass, but Caesar intercepting it with that slap out, going to the hands of Zucks, who's making sure he has no attackers, throwing that disc downfield. Speedy's going to catch that disc before it even has a chance to bounce off the backboard.
Intercepted.
Supreme now, uncontested, looking for those options, gets the clear down as he stacks with his teammate, but looks like Illumidotty might be just a little bit faster. Oh, but they get the steal. Kaznaz trying to get that in from below, but maybe just a little too under the goal to sink it in. A few ding attempts now from Redshift. I mean, if they keep getting those attempts and start connecting a few more, they will definitely get some more points on the board. And QL there with a beautiful snag, denying another goal. Supreme now passing it down to Kaznaz. Kaznaz, great pass under the blocks to Caesar. Great passing here from Redshift, keeping that disc in motion. Backboard shot while the goalie's stunned, but not quite getting in the goal. Beautiful clear by QL, getting it out of their area, down to Redshift's bubble. It's going to be a race for the disc. And it's going to be Wit with the disc, going for that shot, just passing the side of the goal, still being recollected by Speedy. Speedy resetting it back to Wit. Wit now, ooh, maybe dropping the disc, not sure what happened there. Zucks slapping it backwards, trying to keep it out of their bubble as much as possible. Burbs has 2 people on him, gets the disc stolen and cleared down to Illumidotty's end, but it looks like they will collect it, and it will be QL Young getting that disc gone out of Illumidotty's side. Ooh, going for that shot, and it looks like QL was there, ready, noticing that that shot was not going to go in, and grabbing it and slam dunking it in 4-2.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Well, hopefully you can play in the finals too. But only a select 2 teams can make it to the finals.
Teams have cleared the launch.
Kaznaz with a great pass over to Caesar. Caesar going for that pass to the ceiling. Great pass. Passing off just before he gets stunned over to Zux, who's collecting it off the wall bounce, opting to reset, but QL was floating in the right place at the right time and clears it back down to Redshift's bubble, where Kaznaz is going to receive it, but QL is not going to allow that clear to continue down to Illumidotty's end. A little bit of a tussle for the disc, and looks like Kaznaz is going to get it cleared down. Illumidotty beating them down again, and Redshift just needs to get down there a little bit faster with those clears. Like, they're not far behind. They just need that little extra speed, and they can beat them on those clears. Burbs going for that 3-point shot, just missing it. Zux there, ready to get that disc cleared out. Over to Supreme now, keeping that possession. Going for that blower 3-point bounce shot, and not quite. Oh, so close. Wit now getting that disc out of the area, boosting down now. It's going to be Burbs, tossing it into the goal for 2. Yes, Team Angel is against Team Trojan, hopefully someday soon. And then we'll have the winner from that game will be advancing to the finals.
5, 4, 3.
Just as the winner of this round will be advancing to the semifinals for the VRML bracket. Beautiful passing here by Redshift. We've seen that many times. They can definitely keep control of that disc. Except when someone like QL there punches them and steals it, of course. Speedy now with the disc, passing it right back to QL Young. QL Young uncontested at the moment, looking for his teammates, giving them that time to spread out. Getting a pass over to Wit. Wit now going for a pass to Burbs behind the goal. Burbs waiting for that goalie to jump out, stuffing it in the net. 4-2. Illumidotty now at 20 with Redshift at 10, a 10-point differential. Little over 1 minute left in this quarter. So plenty, and I mean plenty of time for Redshift to catch up.
Teams entering the arena.
All right, pass over to Zux. Zux went for that pass, but it looks like it might have bounced off the tunnel wall, not the way he was hoping, if at all. Kaznaz, though, ready to intercept that clear attempt, passing it to his teammates, just missing them shy. Gonna go to the hands of Burbs. Burbs getting it into the hands of QL Young now. Passing it over to Speedy as he sees Supreme coming. Back over to QL. QL, is he gonna approach the goal? He's gonna approach the goal. 3-on-1, going for that backboard bounce shot, just digging off the wrong spot. Now stolen by Supreme. Supreme going for that clear, and he will achieve that clear. Oh, and this could be it for Redshift, boosting in. Oh, so close. Wit snagging that disc out of their hand. Kaznaz now just tapping that disc, but Speedy there ready to collect it for Illumidotty. And it looks like that will be the end of the first quarter with 20-10 for Illumidotty. Alrighty. Did my stats up? Oh. Alright. I mean, they're all there. They're just a little winky wonky. I don't know what words I'm looking for. So I'll do my best here. Illumidotty. Let's see. We got Burbs over there. Oh, that looks things have been reset here. Alrighty. Let me just pull up my in-game stats here. Oh, we did have someone. Oh, Zux leaving, possibly maybe the other player ready to return. However, We have Speedy with 10 points, Wit with 4, Burbs with 4, and QL Young with 2. Assists, we have 4 to Burbs and 3 to Wit. Saves, we have 2 apiece to Wit, Burbs, and QL Young. Steals, 1 apiece to Speedy, Wit, and QL, and then stuns across the board. And for the Redshift side, I see 6 on Supreme, but with the disconnect, a new player joining, we're missing some stats. 1 assist apiece to Kaznaz and Supreme, 2 saves to Kaznaz, and 1 steal apiece to Kaznaz and Supreme. And the second quarter is going underway. All right, it will be Illumidotty with that initial contact, and it does look like we have Citizen back in the game. Jiggy now with the disc. It's now a start of a fresh second quarter. I mean, we did have that player swap out. Hopefully, Redshift had some time to, see what they're doing differently. And even Illumidotty, both teams taking that time between quarters to readjust for the second. Perhaps having Citizen back, that could be the change they needed or wanted. Redshift now boosting back to get the disc and denying that attack from Illumidotty, but unfortunately the clear is intercepted by Speedy to Wit in that top shoulder, throwing it in the goal for 2 points.
12, 11, 10.
Yes, Akadi broke his Oculus.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Yes, good old troubleshooting, when it's technology. You never know when things are going wrong, what's causing it sometimes.
we're underway.
All right, going for that clear down, but bouncing off of what a lot of us refer to as double diamond, or at least that's what my team refers to it as. Going into the hands of Burbs. Burbs getting that pass over to Speedy. Speedy for the backboard shot and sinking it for 2. Illumidotty now in the lead by 14 points. However, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, before it even started, when High Voltage and Space Force were facing off, I believe it was High Voltage who was behind the entire game, and they were behind by 13 points with the last 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, and they pulled ahead and won, I think by 2 points, or no, by 1 point. I believe it ended as 55-54. It was a fantastic game. All right, Redshift recollecting the disc here. Try not to lose this opportunity of scoring. Getting that pass to Supreme. Supreme passing over to Jiggy, but Jiggy was already in motion, not able to collect it. And it will now be taken by Speedy, clearing it out. But Kaznaz there, ready for that intercept. Bouncing off the block, but Kaznaz able to re-get it once again, trying to keep it in possession for Redshift. Jiggy now with the disc, but being stunned out by QL, who takes it and goes for that clear to the midfield. Kaznaz, once again, they're not letting that disc go past half. Getting that disc to Supreme. Supreme passing it over, but getting his teammate got stunned out. Luckily, Citizen was able to collect pass behind the goal to Kaznaz. Getting it in behind the goal for 2 points for Redshift.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Joust advantage now to Illumidotty. QL with the disc, going for that quick pass to the tunnel to Speedy. Speedy passing it quickly down to Burbs. Burbs across the court, trying to get in the hands of Wit. Wit reading those bounces, trying to get that pass, and oh, unfortunately, Supreme sneaking in there on him, passing it back to Kaznaz at the goal to reset, buying them some time for the teammates to stack together, get together. But it looks like they stacked just past the disc. They might be able to recollect it, and they will. Citizen with the disc. Looking for his options here, going for that ceiling bounce shot. Ooh, bouncing off the block, denying it, but now in the hands of Kaznaz, going for that shot just wide of the goal. Wit there, ready to collect it. Slapping it down to midfield, where it's going to be Speedy slapping it down, bouncing off the geometry, allowing Citizen here to take possession, trying to get the pass over to Supreme. Still manages to sink the pass, although it bounced, he still collected it. Supreme now really taking his time, backing out, buying his team some time, which is exactly what we need in this format. You have the time. It's 15-minute quarters. So I think it's taking some time for teams to really fully comprehend how much time they have. Like, I know we all know it's 15-minute quarters, but once you're actually in it, like, it's a lot of time. Supreme now Looking for that. He went up the block, down, getting that pass to Jiggy. Jiggy going for the bottom pocket, getting stunned as he makes the shot, possibly throwing off the accuracy of his shot. Boosting down now, Speedy to the disc, going for that shot for 3, but Jiggy not having any of it. Ooh, Supreme now getting that disc across field, trying to buy some time for his team to boost down, and it will be Jiggy with the disc, passing below goal to Kaznaz. Kaznaz stunning out his attacker, going for a cut pass. Ooh, great goal there by Supreme, assisted by Kaznaz.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
We will have Joust advantage now to Illumidotty, back to only a 10-point differential. Redshift slowly closing that gap. QL with a short pass to Speedy on the left. Speedy with a great pass down to Burbs, end of the field. Goes for that pass to Whip, but bouncing off that dang geometry. QL with a beautiful intercept, keeping that possession on the other side of the arena. I should say not possession, but keeping it out of his side of the arena. Kaznaz now with the disc, clearing it downfield. If Redshift can boost down, oh, they're boosting down. They could possibly get it, just missing it, but all players missed it from both teams. Into the hands of Jiggy for Redshift, getting that pass to Citizen, moving into the goal, going for the shot while the goalie is out. Great communication and play by Redshift for another 3 points. Now only a 7-point difference in this game.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Joust advantage to Illumidotty. QL now with that pass over to Speedy. Speedy taking his time, trying to get that pass there, just bouncing off the wall. Can his teammate recover it? Not quite. It's going to be Jiggy. Jiggy for that shot or clear, being intercepted by QL. QL with a beautiful pass. Now down to Burbs. We now have 3 defenders in the bubble, 2 attackers in the bubble. And that pass is going to be let loose, but Speedy is going to recover it, resetting it back to QL, who goes right back to Speedy now that they've drawn out Supreme. This is a time to move forward, going for that pass to Wit, just missing the pass. Allowing Jiggy to get it and reset it back to Kaznaz. Jiggy now being uncontested, realizing that and not hurrying to make that clear or throw it. Now being pressured, he has no choice. Goes for that clear, bouncing off the tunnel, and unfortunately going into the hands of Burbs. Burbs to Speedy. Speedy now down to Wit. This could be a one-on... Oh, Wit is opting to turn and reset. But fortunately for Redshift, Jiggy was there to make the stun and steal and get that disc back down to Illumidotty's bubble. Redshift down there nice and quick. Ooh, but QL just pulling off Kaznaz there for that disc steal. Great clear attempt. You can see, I believe it was Jiggy trying to intercept, but just shy of getting it. Going for that shot, but Jiggy with a drifting save as he passes the goal. Illumidotty going for another shot. QL getting the disc down to Burbs. Burbs going for that pass below goal to Speedy. Speedy getting stunned out by Caesar. QL having a little dance with Supreme there as he goes for that pass over to Wit. Wit now passing down to Burbs, 1-on-2 in the goal, and he's gonna throw it sidearm right on in there for 2 points for Illumidotty.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Redshift now with Joust advantage. Ooh, trying to get that clear, but Speedy ready to intercept. Now that clear has been tried a number of times from Redshift, so I feel Illumidotty might be kind of catching on. Oh, and speaking of catching on to things, Kaznaz catching that disc, denying another goal for Illumidotty. QL going for a cut pass to Speedy. Speedy with a quick fake out, getting another 2 points for Illumidotty.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Joust advantage to Redshift. Kaznaz now with the disc, not going for that high goal. You can see there was a stack from Illumidotty ready for them to do that high clear again, which definitely works out well when it's successful because they have their player down the right to catch it. Oh, beautiful pass to Jiggy. Oh, and a great save from Wit. Both teams, Redshift with great offensive attack, but Illumidotty with great defense. Now going for another attack is Jiggy, getting 2 points for Redshift.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Joust advantage to Illumidotty. Back to 9-point difference. Still 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half of the game. QL definitely taking his time there, waiting for that opportunity, getting that bounce pass to his teammate, but just missing his teammate straight into the hands of Kaznaz. Kaz now over to Caesar. Caesar getting a little bit of pressure from Speedy, passing it back to Kaz. Kaz seeing his attacker and quickly shooting that disc off, just not quite connecting with Caesar. However, Supreme is there ready to recollect the disc for Redshift. Resetting it back to Kaz. Kaz quickly right back to Supreme. Supreme making his way into the goal. Look at those options. Quick pass over to Jiggy, but I believe he might have been stunned and not able to grab it and slam it in. But now Jiggy with the disc. Look at those options. Getting a pass to Supreme. Supreme quickly being attacked. Down to Kaznaz on the floor. Kaznaz another pass to the floor, but unfortunately Caesar was already on like an upward ascent or less and wasn't quite able to change his momentum on time, allowing Wit to collect the disc and clear it down into Redshift's bubble. But Redshift, like a bullet from a rifle, was there. Oh, and that steal from QL. This is dangerous for Redshift. Oh, Kaz. That impressive back and forth there in the bubble. I could only imagine how the players were feeling in that moment just to collect it. And now they're striking back, you know, same speed as Illumidotty on that boost down to the disc. Redshift is definitely showing some more aggression this quarter. They're faster. They're stealing more. You know, it's not that they weren't doing that before. Just they're better this round. Oh, QL one-on-one on the goalie, getting 2 points for Illumidotty, bringing their lead back to 11 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Kaz with the disc. Waiting to see the dude has a stack on him. Great pass to Jiggy. Still have that stack he's heading to, but they're not attacking him now, so he has backed off and slowed down, which is a great opportunity for Redshift. Now looking for that pass to his teammate, but fortunately bouncing to Kaz, and a great bounce, but unfortunately that bounce went into the hands of Wit. QL resetting back to Wit at goal. Those resets always make my heart skip a beat because, you know, the goalie wasn't even stationary. He was drifting past the goal, so had that not gone well, it could have been a self-goal. Cleared down with a bounce off. It's going to be QL going for that shot, just bouncing off the ring. Redshift is definitely, I'm sure, happy that did not go in. They don't want Illumidotty, you know, regaining too much more lead before the second half. Although the second half could be a game changer. Burbs now with that attempted clear through the tunnel, but bouncing off the tunnel walls, leading us to this bottom pocket. Great pass over to Speedy. Speedy ever so softly just tossing it back to Wit for the reset as he has no contenders. Great sealing pass shot and a quick slap down to QL. Great reflexes there. Now a pass to Wit as they're slowly moving that disc forward. Wit now going around Caesar on the barrier, going for the shot and getting it for 2 more points for Illumidotty.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Redshift now with the disc with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this second quarter. Caesar now with the disc, going for that pass to the ceiling, which is successful with another pass down to Jiggy, just missing, but he'll be able to recollect it as it bounces off the floor. Great floor pass to Caesar. This could be an opportunity for Redshift. Great cut pass to Jiggy, and 2 points for Redshift.
12, 11,
Just advantage now to Illumidotty. Gonna be about 45 seconds left in this second quarter. QL with a great pass down to Speedy in the tunnel. Very much uncontested. Now that his opponents are boosting down, great pass down to Burbs. Burbs going for a cut pass to Wit. Wit will stuff it in there for 2.
Get to your lock. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, 10 seconds left in this second quarter. Redshift with the disc, pass over to Jiggy. Jiggy with a quick pass downfield to Supreme. Supreme tapping it towards the goal, but Wit not having it. At the end of the first half, it will be Illumidotty 34-21, taking the lead into the halftime. All right, so again, that is the start of the halftime, and all right, they're balancing out. Something wonky obviously happened there, but quick look at the stats here. Illumidotty, Speedy was still the leader with 14 points, followed by Wit with 10, 2 apiece to Burbs and QL. Assists, we have 6 to Burbs, 4 to Wit, 2 to QL, and 1 to Speedy. Saves, 6 to Wit, 2 to QL, and 1 to Burbs. Steals, we have 1 steal apiece, Wit, QL, and Speedy. I feel like I said his name twice. I'm stuns across the board. Moving over to Redshift from what stats we have. Actually, you know what? I will pull those up in game. We have, except for, of course, some of the stats missing. Did we have another? Okay, sorry. We have 8 points to Supreme, 4 to Jiggy, and 2 to Kaznaz. 3 assists to Kaznaz, 1 assist apiece to Supreme, Jiggy, and Caesar. Saves, we have 3 saves to Kaznaz, 2 to Jiggy, and 1 to Supreme. Steals, 2 to Kaznaz, and 1 apiece to Supreme and Jiggy. And of course, stuns across the board. How is everyone enjoying this first half? I hope you are enjoying it. We definitely are seeing some action on both sides of the field. Teams are in their halftime. I'll take a quick look-see here. We are currently 1 minute and 30 seconds into the halftime. So still 6.5 minutes left. I am going to get myself my tea. This whole first half, I did not have it. I forgot it in the kitchen. So I am going to take advantage of this halftime, rest my voice, get a drink. You know, you do the same, grab a snack, grab a friend, you know, make sure you're back for the second half, and we will see you guys shortly.
Trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting you down. Like a knot in the pit of my gut, moving up to my neck now. Running wild in my mind, what you're gonna say, what you're gonna think. Will you be disappointed in me? Trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting you down. Like a knot in the pit.
on his tail, waiting for that pass, resetting back to QL. QL now taking his time advancing. Now with Supreme advancing on QL. What is he going to do? Oh, he's going to juke underneath Supreme, allowing his team to move forward with one defender occupied. Getting that pass to Wit. Wit now seeing Speedy hiding up in the corner. Going for that shot while the goalie is stunned. Getting the 2 points for Illumidotty.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Joust advantage now to Redshift. 36 to 24 for Illumidotty. Only 12 points with 12 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Well, remaining in this quarter. We still have a whole another 15-minute quarter after this one. Wit going for that bounce clear, and he will get it through the tunnel, off the wall, all the way down to Redshift's bubble. Great opportunity for Wit here, and he will take it for 2 points. Hello to Cyanide. I see him popping up in the chat there.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kaznaz now with the disc, going for that pass to Jiggy, just a little too high for Jiggy's reach, into the hands of Wit. Wit quickly passing it over to Burbs, who has one attacker, going for that pass across field, bouncing off the wall. It looks like it's going to be intercepted by Jiggy. Speedy collecting that bounce, trying to clear it down, but Kaznaz right there, ready to intercept, get that pass off to Jiggy. Jiggy being attacked quite quickly by a defender, and now Wit with the disc, softly passing it over, but unfortunately missing his teammate, bouncing off the walls, leaving the disc up for grabs. Kaznaz will collect the disc, going to pass it to Jiggy, but unfortunately bouncing, but into the hands of Jiggy nonetheless. Supreme looked like he was going for that shot, but Wit was there playing that backline defense. Speedy not seeing that stack come out of nowhere. QL now with the disc for Illumidotty. Getting that pass over to Speedy. Great passing here. Wit's passing over to QL, keeping that disc moving between the three players as one is staying back for that reset. Wit and Burbs both missing that pass, leaving the disc open for grabs. And it will be Supreme now with the disc for Redshift. Speedy now going for that pass down to QL. QL passing across the floor over to Burbs. Burbs just tossing it back lightly to Speedy, keeping that control with Illumidotty. Just pass, pass, pass. Ooh, that pass unfortunately bouncing off the wall of the trench. Disc is up for grabs into the hands of Jiggy, who's clearing it back down to Illumidotty, side of the field. Cleared back to the bubble where Burbs will collect it. Softly passing it to Wit. Speedy trying to get that clear through the tunnel, but bouncing off the walls, trapping that disc in the top pocket. Jiggy with a reset back to Kaznaz. Kaznaz right back to Jiggy. They have two defenders out now. This could be their opportunity. Supreme with the disc, passing it to Caesar. In there for two.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Joust advantage now to Illumidotty. Illumidotty at 38 points in this third quarter. QL now going for that pass down, but Caesar right there hiding, ready to intercept, stealing bounce pass to his teammate Supreme. If he acts quick, he could get this in, and he will for another 2 points for Redshift.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Closing that gap down to only 10 points now. Illumidotty with Joust advantage. Probably trying to hopefully not let Redshift get into the single digits of point difference. As with the amount of time remaining, 10 points is not by any means a comfortable lead. QL really backing it out, taking his time here. We have Redshift staying stacked, trying to get that steal. Just as they boost, they get the pass off. Now at Wit's hands. Wit has one attacker coming on him. He opts for that reset, and Jiggy there getting that intercept. That is definitely not the first time we have seen Jiggy do that this game. Kaznaz going for that three-point shot. Oh, and just bouncing in the wrong spot off the backboard. That would have been great for Redshift, but still plenty of time. Great clear down. Jiggy chasing that disc, and he will collect it for Redshift. Amazing pass all the way over to Supreme. Supreme opposite side of the court to Caesar. Caesar now going to pass it down, but just bouncing off the geometry, allowing QL to pick it up, go for that three-point shot, and he will make it.
12, 11, 10, 9,
Joust advantage back to Redshift.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Kaznaz getting a beautiful first pass to Caesar. Caesar passing it as he is being attacked by Stack, but just missing the hands of Jiggy. However, into the hands of Supreme. Still in possession for Redshift, getting that pass back to Jiggy. Jiggy going across the field to Caesar, who's hopefully trying to recollect it off that bounce. Recollect it, he will, still uncontested. Getting that pass now to Supreme. Supreme down to Kaznaz, one-on-one with the goalie, off the backboard for two.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
All right, we now have Joust advantage to Illumidotty. Great short pass over to Speedy. Speedy getting that longer pass down to Burbs. Burbs possibly a one-on-one with the goalie, but just being attacked in the nick of time to pass it back to Speedy. Speedy to QL. QL resetting all the way back to Wit, as Wit is quickly attacked by a Stack, causing him to toss it quickly, but still to QL. QL to Wit, or Burbs, sorry. Burbs trying to pass it back to QL, but just off the mark as the disc now floats back to Illumidotty's end. And by the time I was done saying that, it was floating back to Redshift's side. Disc will be slapped by QL. Still no solid possession at this point. QL getting a pass down to Caesar. Caesar trying to get it down below goal, but bouncing off the trench, but still looks like it will be collected by that team, by Caesar. Caesar resetting all the way back to Kaznaz. Kaz just moving in. Kaz with one attacker. Great pass to Supreme on the block. Going for that shot while the goalie is stunned. 2 more points for Redshift. Now, a 9-point difference. We are down now to a single point, or a single digit, sorry, in the point differential.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's game on.
All right, QL, great pass over to Speedy to start. Speedy taking his time, letting his teammate get into place, getting it to Burbs. Burbs right back to Speedy. Speedy getting stunned out by Jiggy. Jiggy with lots of offensive defense. You've seen that. Aggressive defense. Sorry, offensive defense. Very aggressive defense from Jiggy many times, both from intercepts and leaping out to stun the person. Definitely been a pivotal player in this game. Wit getting that disc over to Burbs. Burbs trying to pass it to Speedy or QL there, but getting intercepted by Redshift's goalie. Wit again with the disc at that reset, getting that pass to Speedy. Illumidotty set up by the bubble, going for that shot above and behind the goal, and Kaznaz will get it for 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, now Kaznaz with the disc. Straight, beautiful pass through the tunnel to his teammates. Ooh, quickly collects it, but getting stunned out. However, recollected by Supreme is going to keep tapping it down to the bubble where Jiggy is ready. Goes for the shot off towards the corner pocket, just bouncing, allowing Illumidotty to regain possession and clear that disc back downfield. Speedy now with the shot on the goal and just bouncing off the ring. Collected by Speedy himself. Perhaps it was a self-pass. Self-pass himself, now over to Witt, and it looks like bouncing off of Caesar's head into the goal. You're offended, Sputnik. Is it something that I said? Or did someone say something in chat? I haven't been able to check it recently. Hopefully it wasn't me. All right, now Redshift with the disc. It's going to be Kaznaz for that sideways pass. I'm not quite sure if that was a pass or because he was stunned. Ooh. And a QL taking advantage of that situation to get 3 more points for Illumidotty. Illumidotty strengthening their lead to a 16-point lead. But again, as I believe it was Newton's dad the other night that said, no lead is a comfortable lead in this format until you're ahead by like 20 points and there's a minute left. Supreme now attempting to go for that shot, and he was stunned in the nick of time. If he was not stunned, I believe he would have got that shot in based on where the goalie was positioned. Speedy just floating downfield with that disc, getting the pass over to QL. QL go Jiggy with that steal again, playing that aggressive defense. Oh, the disc floating downfield for Redshift. If they can boost down, it's in a perfect spot to grab it and toss it in. He turns around and puts it in behind his back for some style points. All right, we have our first timeout called of the second half. We will get our timer on screen. I'll quickly flick over to Discord just in case. Alrighty. Shall wait and see. I don't see anyone dropping. Hopefully we don't have another injury. But, you know, it could be an audio issue. It could just be a controller losing tracking. I will listen in to see if anyone is saying anything. All right, they are not talking about what's wrong. I'm not sure. I mean, unless there was a ping spike that I was not aware of. Yeah, it sounds like some players are confused why we're paused. So, I'm not, well, they still have 3 minutes and 17 seconds, so we have teams, oh, now we have someone out. Maybe someone is restarting. I kind of wish my in-game audio was unmuted there at that moment. The people that are boosting around, they were, you know, vroom, they were making their zooming noises. And I thought it was fantastic. How's everyone in Twitch? Cyanide, your mama. Why are we talking mama jokes? I don't think that's... I don't know. This definitely should be a great game as it continues. Who else is playing tonight? We have, after this game on this channel, it might not be right after, depends when this one finishes, we have There Is No Team, also known as Tint, versus Schlart Team, and that will be an elimination match, so the loser will no longer continue. The winner will continue on to the third round, I believe, of the lower bracket, and then the winner of this team will move on to the semifinals for the VRML bracket. There is actually another game going on right now. I could not stream it. It was supposed to start at 8:30, and that one is, let me think for a second, is Synapse versus Ignite. So they are probably playing right now. Neither team has lost a game yet, so the loser will move down to the third round of the losers bracket, who will face the losing team from... Or wait, no, I was going to say from this game, but that's not correct. We will look at the bracket later, so I'm not confusing everyone. We always bring the bracket up at the end of the match. Oh, are they actually Oh, all right. Let's turn this off. It was not actually planning to start. Apparently, they are starting 4v3. Synapse and Ignite are not being streamed, unfortunately, since they're happening right now. Oh, she's streaming first person. All right, that's great. Well, if you can follow her, then great. You can follow that one. I had no idea. That's perfect. I'll have to ask her for a link to that recording. Oh, you guys can't hear in-game. There we go.
Dan is waiting for the pad.
Oh, let me mute the players. Wow, Daniel, get your stuff together. All right, 30 seconds remaining into this third quarter. Cut pass over to Burbs for 2. Oh. Whoa, what is happening? All right, I guess that replay's not going to play. I don't know what happened there. Got some error on my phone. It wanted me to, like, do something. I just canceled the whole action. All right, so ending out this third quarter will be Illumidotty 50-34.
And the round comes to a close. Blue walks away with the W.
No, Mr. Announcer, man. Blue does not walk with the W. Not yet. The game's not over. All right, so looks like they have their fourth player back. So it's just a temporary player short. Your caster this evening is myself, Dano McFabulous. That was a great round from both teams. Still Illumidotty in the lead, but that is okay. There is still a whole whopping 15 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And we will have another match on this channel at 10 p.m. Eastern, so 9 p.m. Central. And that'll be the Tint versus Schlart team, which I think I just said not long ago, but in case anyone has just joined. All right, it's time to get the fourth quarter, the fourth and final quarter, underway. Oh, why is this not? 1 second, folks. Oh, now I think it's gonna go. All right, there we go. All right, Zuck's getting stunned out by Wit above the goal to Burbs for a quick, lightning fast 2 points from Illumidotty. So fast, the quarter 4 replay thing is on. Or the quarter floor badge or banner is on the replay. That was 9 seconds for that goal. Zucks now with the disc, so we do have Zucks back in here. So some people have asked in the past, I'll wait for this to finish. Speedy with the disc, going for that. Oh, Zucks. I don't know if he was going to shoot it or cut past it, but either way, Zucks denied it.
Blue with the disc. Blue throws it
As I was going to say, is with some people have asked in the past when they see player changes, and player changes, as long as they are rostered, is allowed at any time. As long as one player has left and then the other player can join. And they do not need to wait until a goal is scored. As soon as they join, they can join and play. All right, and there was a bounce shot off the backboard from QL for 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Zux now with the disc there, getting it down to Caesar. Caesar going across the ceiling just past the defender, which is great for Jiggy as he tosses it in for 3 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
All right, joust advantage to Illumidotty, 54-37. That is a 16-point difference, and Redshift was there, lightning fast. And this could be, if they are still stacked, this could be an opportunity. And they will get it. Jiggy with the disc. Oh, dropping it perhaps and allowing QL to collect it and get that pass over to Burbs, who will clear it down the arena. Redshift with a great boost back to reclaim that disc. Is Jiggy Graham? Yes. Previously JL Graham, I believe. I think there was a JT, but I believe he was JL Graham, and that is now Jiggy. Some back and forth passing between Wit and Speedy, and now passing it over to QL as Illumidotty advances forward. Burbs under the goal, coming out from below and swinging his arm in front of the goal to stuff it in the net.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Zux with the QB throw over to Jiggy. Jiggy stealing pass, beautiful connection to Supreme. Supreme down to Caesar. Caesar, oh, opting for that cut pass to Supreme, but it looked like maybe Supreme was going to stun the goalie instead. Possible lack of communication on that play. It's now going to be QL Young going for that open goal shot, digging it off the rim, but it will go in for 3 points. Hello to Aiden VR in the chat.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is Dano. Why? Oh, it's because you spam the exclamation mark. So I'm like, why is your messages being crossed out? But yes, that is Dano, or I am Dano. Dano McFabulous. The one and only, just like the one and only Speedy, putting that goal in for 2. I am doing great, thank you. I am loving this episode of Echo Arena Conquest series. We have another one coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern. And there's another one going on right now that unfortunately I can't be in 2 places at once. Zux, another lightning pass to the tunnel there. Burb's gonna recollect that disc for Illumidotty to QL. QL now getting it all the way down to Speedy. Speedy going for a throw of some kind, but Jiggy was there to steal it while he was swinging that throw. Ooh, that looked like a hard throw to clear it down. Unfortunately, bouncing off the geometry, and oh, that was almost in. But Burbs, oh, as I accidentally went behind the block. Looks like he pulled a Jiggy from the last quarter, and he kind of turned around and floated it in the goal backwards with it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
It is 37-63. So in Conquest series, since there's so much more game time, there is the Mercy is a lot higher, and it's an hour of gameplay. So this is, if you haven't noticed me, I've mentioned quarter a few times. I don't know how long you've been here though. So this is 4 15-minute quarters with an 8-minute halftime. Ooh, Supreme going for that shot. Well, I think Wit was stunned, but he came back just in the nick of time to save that shot. Zuck's now going for a pass down to Supreme. Supreme going for that shot on the goal, and he'll get it in the bottom pocket for 3. Exactly, Aiden. This is, so it was originally, when I first started making this format, it was modeled around NBA. So it started with 12-minute quarters, but I decided to beef that up to 15. And have the scores carry over as well for one final score at the end. You want to see a good game with a running score like this, I highly urge you to check out Space Force versus High Voltage. It was last week, I believe, on Tuesday, or it might have been the week before, actually, Tuesday or Wednesday, 2 weeks ago. Very, very close game. You know, one team was in lead the whole time. It was Space Force. And in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, High Voltage was behind by 13 points, and they pulled ahead and won the entire game. Oh, Wit now going for that pass to the Speedy behind the goal, just missing, but it will be recollected here by QL. QL with some fake outs, or trying some fake outs there, getting that reset back to Speedy. All right, Aiden, I will most likely be here, unless the stream is over. But then the next one will start. All right, we now QL with the disc. QL, quick pass to Speedy on the barrier, going for that shot, and he will make it. All right, we have a 20-point differential, but still 7 minutes and 23-ish seconds left here. Actually, lots of time. Great solid pass down, but just missing his teammate bouncing. This could be an opportunity, but the stuns from QL, stunning Supreme, prevented Redshift from getting that tip-in goal. Or fade-in goal. I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but they prevented it nonetheless. QL with the disc going to pass it, but Supreme from underneath steals it right out of his hand on the backswing. Disc being cleared downfield now to the bubble of Illumidotty, but QL was there ready to snatch the disc and get it away from that goal. As he passes it right back, that was so close. We had Jiggy and Zucks stacked up together. They're still down. It's going to be 3-on-2 in the goal now. Great opportunity for Redshift for another 2 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, it will be Illumidotty with Joust advantage. QL with that pass all the way down the arena, trying to collect with Speedy, but it's going to get slapped out. However, QL is there ready to intercept, but that stack of Supreme and Jiggy were not having it. Jiggy, or Zucks with that tap back. I'm not even sure if that was Zucks. Someone tapped it back, and now it's a race for the disc, as the disc softly glides to the other tunnel. QL Young now looking for the possible open goal shot, but opting not to take it as Redshift was boosting back. Great pass under goal to Speedy, tossing it in from below the goal for 2 points for Illumidotty.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, it will be Zucks with that disc, avoiding his attacker by swinging around the block, but unfortunately the pass is missed and picked up by QL. Jiggy there, though, reading that pass and making a beautiful intercept himself. Supreme going for that three-point shot, bouncing off the barrier, heading back down to his side of the field. Zucks snatching it away from QL, who was expecting to grab it himself. Great soft pass, giving Supreme time to float up to catch that, but unfortunately, QL was able to collect that disc for Illumidotty.
Interception. Orange throws it way downfield.
Ooh, great pass there to Supreme, but getting it stolen by QL. However, he managed to recollect it, going for that bounce off the ceiling that almost was a great bounce ceiling shot. Wit boosting through to stun Caesar and get possession of that disc. Back to Burbs, who quickly flings it to QL. Now QL getting it over to Speedy, who immediately passes it back to QL. And again, immediately back to Speedy. Really keeping that disc moving. Wit now with an open goal. 3 points for Illumidotty. We are now 70-42 for Illumidotty. 7 more points on Illumidotty's side. If Redshift does not score, it will end in a mercy. However, I'm sure Redshift will be trying to avoid that from happening. New strategy there from Redshift, going for the headbutt. Almost worked. You know, it is back into their hands now, so maybe it didn't initially work, but it might end up working out in the end. Great reset there to Zux. Zux up to Supreme. Supreme going for that shot in the goal, but Wit just slapping that out. QL now tossing that disc down, trying to get it in, but bouncing off the wall and then not into the goal, allowing Zux to pick it up, but Wit right there for that intercept. 3-on-2 for the goalie. Goalie is stunned, and Wit will take the shot for 2 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Joust advantage to Redshift. Do they try a headbutt again? Do they mix it up? We don't know. Ooh, Zux grabbing that disc. The great pass up to Jiggy. Jiggy passing it across the field. Bouncing off the geometry. Leaving that disc up for grab. Redshift getting back quickly and stunning Speedy along the way to prevent him from getting another goal for Illumidotty. Wit with a pass up to Speedy. Speedy passing it behind the goal, but just missing his teammate. Disc now trying to get cleared out, but not quite making it as Speedy recollects it. Bouncing it off the wall for his teammates, and Burbs will collect, trying to pass it, but getting stunned, and then into the hands of Jiggy. With that attempted clear downfield, into the hands of Zux, who will continue that clear. QL right there, though, ready to deny any goals. Oh, this is an opportunity. Jiggy going in from behind the goal for 2 points. Making it that much more difficult for Illumidotty to get the mercy, as they would now need 79 points.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Illumidotty with the disc. QL getting that pass over to Speedy in the tunnel with a Speedy pass to Burbs. Burbs getting that pass down to Wit there. I forgot who was left. Wit has the disc. Wit going one-on-one with the goalie, or 2-on-1, but the goalie manages to reach up and block that shot. Fantastic defense there from Redshift. Wit now with the disc, looking for his options. Cut passing over, or just a pass on the floor, sorry, to Burbs. Burbs making his way up to the goal, putting it in for 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, just 1 minute left in this fourth and final quarter. Redshift with possession. There, of course, at this point is no time for Redshift to pull ahead, but they definitely can avoid that mercy, as there's essentially not enough time at we're just about at that time now where there would be no time for Illumidotty to mercy. So now it's just a matter of, looks like they might just hold on to the disc, pass it around. Each team going to try and get some final points on the board. All right, Jiggy with the disc over that pass up to Caesar. Caesar off the block, cut pass over to Supreme, but Supreme possibly going for the goalie instead, or just not ready. Ooh, shot from the backboard by Caesar, trying to get a last-minute point, but getting stunned out. Now in the tube, leaving this open for a potential goal for Illumidotty if they make this shot. Oh, and not quite. That will conclude this game with a final score, 74-44 for Illumidotty. That definitely was a great game. Definitely had some surprises in there, some upsets. You know, we had a player injury, which I'd say for me, from casting and playing, this is the first time I have been a part of, you know, in a game where someone does get injured. And of course, I hope they are okay and doing well. That's obviously the most important thing, is all of our players' health and safety. But they provided a great game for us to watch. You know, looking at the final stats here, from what we can see, Illumidotty, point leader is Speedy, 22 points, 17 to Wit, 16 to Burbs, and 15 to QL. Oh, they're disappearing on me. Assists, we have 7 to Wit, 8 to QL, 6 to Burbs, and 3 to Speedy. Saves, we have 11 to Wit, 3 to Speedy, and 2 apiece to Burbs and QL. Steals, 1 apiece to Wit, QL, and Speedy. I swear that stat has been the same. I mean, maybe they didn't make more steals. It's been the same stats for a couple quarters. And stuns across the board. Over to Redshift from what we can see here. Redshift cycled through their roster, so we have 15 points to Supreme, 14 to Jiggy, 5 to Citizen, 4 to Kaz, and 2 apiece to Zux and Caesar. Assists, we have 4 apiece to Caesar, Supreme, and Kaz, 1 to Jiggy, Zux, and Citizen. Saves, we have 8 from Zux. I feel like there might have been more, but 5 to Kaz, 2 to Jiggy, and 1 apiece to Caesar and Supreme. And we have steals, my bad. We have 4 to Jiggy, 2 to Supreme, and 2 to Kaz, and stuns across the board once again. Great matchup. Thank you everyone for watching this. We do have another game coming up in about 22 minutes. It will be on this channel as well. So I will end the stream shortly. But before I do that, we will bring up our bracket hopefully here. Just give me a sec. All right. Got this figured out here. All right. Okay, I didn't want intermission, but that's okay. We'll just get rid of the intermission. All right. So this was Redshift versus Illumidotty. So they will move. Illumidotty will move into round 16, I believe that is. Yes. Ignite versus Synapse is playing right now. So the winner of that game will be facing the winner of this game in the semifinals for the VRML bracket. The game that's happening tonight is the lower bracket there. Schlart team versus There Is No Team, aka Tint. So they will go on to face Redshift. Either Schlart team or There Is No Team will be facing Redshift. With that, I will say thank you once again to everyone for coming out and watching this game. Hopefully you can come out to the next one. I know they're a bit longer, so hopefully that's okay. Just said, grab some snacks, grab some drinks, grab your friends, make it a night, make it fun. Come watch the games, and hopefully we'll see you later. But this has been another episode of a VR Master League featuring the Echo Arena Conquest series. And I need to say thank you to VRML for producing this for us, and also of course the sponsors that help VRML run, and all the players and the moderators for EACS that help make EACS a thing. So for the last time, thank you again for showing up, and we will see you guys hopefully in about 20 minutes.